You're walking to the kitchen, and suddenly, your legs feel shaky. Not painful, not injured, just weak. It's subtle at first, but over time, that weakness can steal your independence. Here's the truth: your legs don't just get old, they get undernourished. And unless you give them the right fuel, muscle loss, poor balance, and even falls become more likely. So, in this video, we're revealing the top 6 nutrients every senior needs to keep their legs strong, stable, and full of life. Backed by science and easy to add to your diet. Stay to the end, because missing just one of these can silently sabotage your progress. As we age, it's not always illness that limits us. It's our legs, weak thighs, wobbly knees, sore calves. It's a slow fade that begins in your 50s or 60s and can quietly progress without warning. The medical term is sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. But here's what doctors rarely emphasize. Sarcopenia isn't just about exercise, it's about nutrition. Your muscles, joints, and nerves rely on specific nutrients to stay active, and most seniors aren't getting enough. In fact, research shows that low intake of just one vitamin can increase your fall risk by more than 30%. But there's good news. Feeding your legs properly can reverse some of this decline. Let's start with the most overlooked yet essential nutrient of all. Nutrient number 1, protein. It sounds simple, but for seniors, getting enough protein isn't always easy or obvious. Barbara, 67, used to start her mornings with toast and coffee. Light and easy, she thought. But by mid-morning, her legs felt stiff, her energy dipped, and even walking around the house felt heavier than it used to. When she switched her breakfast to include Greek yogurt and a boiled egg, something changed. Within 2 weeks, she said, I felt stronger just getting out of bed. And the science explains why. After age 50, our muscles naturally lose strength, a process called sarcopenia. To slow it down, experts recommend seniors aim for 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. That's more than what younger adults need. But here's the catch. It's not just about quantity, it's about quality. Your body absorbs animal-based proteins, like eggs, yogurt, and fish, more efficiently than plant sources. That's not to say you have to avoid lentils or tofu, but you need to be strategic. Try spreading your protein intake throughout the day. Aim for at least 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. If chewing is tough, blend a smoothie with protein powder and fruit. Or add cottage cheese to your lunch. And watch how your body responds. Many seniors report stronger legs, steadier steps, and even improved balance within weeks. Quick question for you. Have you made any changes to your breakfast lately? Now, here's where it gets more interesting. Because even the best protein won't matter if your bones can't hold up the muscle. That's where calcium absorption becomes critical. Nutrient number 2, vitamin D. For years, George thought his aching legs were just part of aging. But a simple blood test revealed something surprising, a severe vitamin D deficiency. Within weeks of supplementing, his legs didn't just ache less, he moved with more confidence. This nutrient is often overlooked, but vitamin D is your body's calcium gatekeeper. Without it, the calcium you eat or supplement won't get absorbed properly. That matters, because your leg muscles and bones are in constant repair mode. And if vitamin D is missing, it's like trying to build a house without mortar. The science is clear. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that low vitamin D levels in adults over 60 were directly linked to weaker lower limb strength and more frequent falls. And yet, up to 60% of older adults in the US may be deficient. Why? We absorb most of our vitamin D through sunlight, but aging skin produces less. Add sunscreen, long sleeves, or limited time outdoors, and deficiency becomes more likely. So, what can you do? Spend 10 to 20 minutes in the sun daily, ideally mid-morning. Ask your doctor about vitamin D3 supplements, especially in winter. Include foods like egg yolks, salmon, and fortified milk, and keep an eye on signs. Leg fatigue, slow walking, muscle cramps after mild activity. Have you ever had your vitamin D levels checked? Let us know in the comments. Your story might help someone else catch it early. Nutrient number 3, omega-3 fatty acids. For years, Carol avoided stairs. Her knees felt stiff every morning, like rusted hinges. She thought it was just aging, but when she started eating salmon 3 times a week, something changed. Within 2 months, she was walking her dog again, pain-free. So, what made the difference? Omega-3 fatty acids. Most people think of omega-3s as brain food. And yes, they support cognitive function. But they're also one of the most powerful anti-inflammatories for your joints and muscles. That's critical for seniors. Because leg weakness isn't just about muscle loss. It's often about chronic low-grade inflammation that stiffens the joints and makes every step harder. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older women who supplemented with omega-3s showed measurable improvements in walking speed and leg strength. That's not a small gain. It's the difference between independence and needing assistance. Omega-3s work by reducing inflammatory markers like CRP and IL-6, which tend to rise with age and inactivity. So, where do you get them? Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, plant-based options, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, algae-based supplements, a great alternative for vegetarians or those who don't like fish. And don't forget, consistency matters. It's not about a fish dinner once a month. It's about building it into your weekly rhythm, so your legs feel smoother, lighter, stronger. Have you tried adding omega-3s to your diet lately? And coming up next, we'll uncover a surprising mineral that plays a huge role in muscle function and preventing leg cramps. Nutrient number 4, magnesium. Janet used to wake up every night at 2 a.m. Sometimes it was a sharp cramp in her calf. Other times it was that restless buzzing feeling in her legs that wouldn't let her sleep. She tried stretching, cutting caffeine, even new pillows. Nothing worked until her doctor suggested one simple change: add more magnesium. Within 2 weeks, her legs stopped twitching, and she finally slept through the night. Magnesium is often called the relaxation mineral, and for good reason. It plays a critical role in nerve transmission and muscle contraction, especially in your lower limbs. When your magnesium levels dip, the tiny electrical signals that help your muscles contract and relax become unbalanced. That's why you might feel twitches, cramps, or that buzzing feeling, especially at night. But that's not all. Magnesium also supports bone density, which helps keep your legs steady and strong. In fact, low magnesium has been linked to higher fall risk in seniors, according to a 2022 review published in Nutrients. The best part? You don't need a supplement to get more of it. Try adding pumpkin seeds. One handful gives nearly 40% of your daily magnesium. Spinach and black beans, versatile, easy to cook, and magnesium rich. Almonds, just a small snack, goes a long way. And here's a tip. Soaking legumes before cooking can boost magnesium absorption. Now, here's something that many doctors wish more seniors knew. We'll look at a powerful vitamin that boosts blood flow and supports nerve health in aging legs. Nutrient number 5, vitamin B12. Ellen was always steady on her feet, but around her 68th birthday, something changed. She began bumping into corners. Her legs felt numb, like they weren't getting the message from her brain. At first, she blamed it on age, then on her shoes. But the real culprit? Low vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is essential for nerve health. Think of it as the insulation around the electrical wires in your body, especially the ones that run from your brain down to your legs. When B12 runs low, that insulation wears thin. Signals misfire. You might feel tingling, weakness, or even balance problems, even when you're fully rested. This isn't rare. In fact, up to 20% of adults over 60 have B12 deficiency, and many don't even know it. Why? Because as we age, our stomachs produce less acid, which makes it harder to absorb B12 from food. And if you're taking metformin or acid blockers, your risk climbs even higher. The good news? You can replenish it through food and supplements. Here are a few B12-rich choices. Eggs, especially the yolk. Beef liver, nature's multivitamin. Fortified cereals, a great option for vegetarians. B12 injections or sublingual tablets. Ask your doctor if levels are low. Ever felt off balance for no clear reason? And in just a moment, we'll reveal a tiny but mighty nutrient that could be the missing piece in your leg strength puzzle. Nutrient number 6, CoQ10, coenzyme Q10. Imagine this. You've had your morning coffee, taken your vitamins, and even gotten a decent night's sleep. But by 10:30 a.m., your legs already feel like they've walked a mile uphill. This isn't just aging. It could be a CoQ10 deficiency quietly draining your cellular energy. CoQ10, short for coenzyme Q10, is a nutrient your body makes naturally. It lives inside your mitochondria, the part of your cells that generate energy. Think of mitochondria like tiny batteries. And CoQ10, it's the charger. Without enough of it, muscles tire faster, especially your legs, which bear your body weight all day long. Worse, CoQ10 levels drop significantly after age 60, and even more if you're on statins or blood pressure medications. But energy isn't the only thing CoQ10 helps. It also boosts circulation, helping pump oxygen-rich blood to your legs. And better blood flow means less cramping, less heaviness, and more endurance when you move. In one 2020 study published in Nutrients, seniors who supplemented with CoQ10 experienced noticeable improvements in walking stamina and reduced leg fatigue after just 8 weeks. So, where can you get it? Fatty fish like mackerel and sardines, organ meats, especially beef liver, and for convenience, CoQ10 supplements, often in soft gel or ubiquinol form. Next, we're pulling it all together with a quick recap to help you start strong and stay strong. Let's bring it all together. Your legs don't have to weaken with age. They just need the right nutrients to stay strong. Start by focusing on these 6. Protein for strength, vitamin D for bone support, omega-3s for flexibility, magnesium for cramp relief, B12 for balance, CoQ10 for energy. You don't need to add all 6 today. Just pick one and make it part of your next meal. This isn't about complicated diets. It's about steady steps towards strength and freedom. If you're ready to fuel your legs with intention, drop a date in the comments. Let's rebuild from the ground up together. And in our next video, we'll reveal 5 foods that quietly weaken leg strength, even if they're labeled healthy. You won't want to miss it.